Here I am with my second set of books, and today I have picked up a beautiful novel by Haruki Murakami, and the name of this book is South of the Border, West of the Sun. This was published in 1992, and this is actually a Japanese novel by Haruki Murakami, and the whole novel centers on a very lonely man who begins a very dangerous relationship with a mysterious woman, and that relationship ultimately jeopardizes his marriage also, but he didn't bother, and he, at the risks of his marriage, at the risks of his financial matter, at the risks of everything, he wanted to have a relationship with that mysterious woman. And the whole book is actually quite interesting because it centers on that particular person's own desire or a wish or a dream that ultimately made him or kept him unhappy, and throughout his whole life he was wanting to have a fulfilled a kind of desire which actually he couldn't even name. Uh, in spite of being a very successful man, in spite of being every element that can call a particular man successful, he had some kind of loneliness or depression and a desire that ultimately made him very depressed and lonely. And throughout this novel, he was just finding what may be that particular thing which kept him unhappy throughout his whole life. So this book actually, most of the critics, they say that this is the best book of Murakami. But this is my personal favorite. I can proudly say that I have read almost all the books by Murakami, but this is also my also personal favorite. And this book actually centers on the loneliness of people, the melancholic features of people, or uh, uh, the kind of dream with which person lives, with the kind of desire they want to fulfill in their life, which for some other people might seem like this is not that I mean important for him or her to be happy, but still in the inner world they might have some voices which tell that which keep on telling them that no, go for your dream or go for your fulfillment of your desire. So this book is based on that particular dream actually. This book is based on a very middle-aged man. He was named Hazimi. He actually had a very comfortable life. He had a wife and two daughters, and he used to run two busy jazz clubs in Japan. He grew up in a wealthy neighborhood and he has never struggled for money, but he knew that at any cost he should be happy, but he feels that there is something missing in his life. And most of all, he feels a lingering a sense of disappointment, and though he doesn't understand why. And that part personally attracts me most, that we all, if we view very intensely, or we study ourselves very intensely, then we will find that in our inner core, we all have certain kind of desire, certain kind that desire ultimately becomes our dream, and knowingly or unknowingly we try to fulfill that particular dream, and that dream ultimately keeps our life busy and happy. And it is the path which makes us happy to go to that particular dream. Otherwise aimless life is like uh, it will take you nowhere. And in that way also some people might be happy, but most of the time it has been found that even being a very successful person, people say that there is no meaning to the life. So this book can be a very good book for that kind of people who also in search of their dream, in search of fulfilling their dream in a different kind of way. but here it is depicted in the form of finding love in a particular woman, but it may be symbolical. There can be different type of explanation to this book, and there will be different kind of explanation to this book. But for me, I see that true love actually, the author is trying to say about the inner desire that each and every people ultimately at the later age, I mean in the grown up age, find the think that by fulfilling this kind of thing, I would have been happy if I have done this kind of work in this way. I would have been happy. There may be some elements missing that ultimately not making me happy the way I wish to be. So this can be a very good read, and the language depicted here is so easy that anyone can understand, thanks to the translator actually. Most of the time we fail to acknowledge the translator here. It is none other than Philip Gabriel. Most of the time it is the we really we forget to give the due respect to the translators, but it is the translators who ultimately help us to go through this kind of works. So this can be a very good read for any kind of reader. My second book will is an Assamese book, Epine Ki Ase by Sanjeev Paldeka. This is also one of my personal favorite, and this is because the whole book uses the Kamrupia dialect, the local dialect of a particular district of Assam, and the way it is depicted, the way the stories are depicted, and the environment it has in the village life, the way the people carries out their day-to-day activities, and through that activities how they expresses their emotions, these are very beautifully expressed. The dialogues, the uh, everything I found that I'm not a critic actually, so I can't say the Lu and false in the story or the way it has been projected. But as a common reader, as a very um, general reader, I would say that it could somehow bind us to each and every story. And the thing which ultimately made this book very important for me is that it is actually uh, about the dilemma, or it is about the struggle, how common people want to uh, do the thing which they think that it is right, or morally they are taught that you should do these things because these are right and these are wrong. But and then there will be some struggle between the society and the personal choice or personal taste. And most of the people say that if you want to be happy, do what you want to do. Forget about the society, forget about everything. If your heart says to do it, you just go and do. But actually it is not the thing. Since we are social being, we have to follow certain social norms. And when you cannot go to fulfillment of that particular thing, the kind of struggle you go through, you have a dream, you have a desire, you have a longing, but you have social norms also. Some might say that if you want to do, then you go for it, but it is not that easy, and it shouldn't be easy also, because that will somehow bring chaos to the society. And these issues, these moral issues, and how to tackle with that, and what kind of emotional trauma one person can go through, all these are very beautifully depicted in this book. So this can be a very good rate for the students, particularly who are residing outside Assam, uh, because you might not know which book is now available in the market, or which are right now uh, new to the readers. So this can be a very good choice to go through.